Cancer, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early June 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Cancerians out there. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Shuffle it up here one time, see what we got for you this week. My guides and spirit team, what's up with Cancer, please? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. So let's get it going. Let's rock. Let's see what we got for Cancer right away, please, my guides. Okay, that card did like a triple flip out of my hands. Wow, this is very motivated type of energy, fiery type of energy, and I do like when I see this card. Very powerful. So we're gonna have to talk about this. You see that woman in the armor pointing in a direction. It's interesting stuff here. Reminds me of the Chariot, which is your card as well. But before we get into all that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading, let's talk about it. So we see this very powerful, strong, feminine energy pointing off in a direction. So to me, this is all about motivation. Sure, this could be you having a future focus, planning what you're going to do, where you're going to go. But to me, this is a very fired up, strong type of energy, right? So some of you might be harnessing your inner strength, stepping into your power in some sort of way. You could be planning, thinking about things like which way to go, when to do it, what to do. But this is like, yeah, we're going to make things happen. Like this is an energy that would be very tough to stop or extinguish. Very fiery, so similar to the Wands type of energy or even the Chariot. So I'm intrigued to see how the rest of this reading plays out. Okay, whenever we have this fiery energy, I do say it can be motivation, but at the same time it could also be like a little volatility. So maybe you're burning a little more hot than usual, but let's see what comes out with tarot. You might just be future focused for whatever reason, like what's to come. But yeah, that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. I always say that. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright before we get that intuitive juiciness going. We're going to shuffle it up here one time, see what we got for the Cancerians in early June. We're getting close to Cancer season, my friends. So, last week's reading was extremely positive. It was titled A Massive Blessing. And the good thing about that is if some blessing didn't come into your life just yet, that could still bleed over into the coming days and weeks, which is nice. But it seems like we've been having a lot of ups and downs recently in the Cancer readings, because like the week before that was a serious situation or something along those lines. So it's been very up and down, back and forth, hot and cold. So we're going to see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're connected to. Let's get you these 3 cards to start us off. All right, we might be picking up right where we left off, my friends. We got the Wheel of Fortune in position number 1, one of my favorite cards in the whole entire deck. This is Jupiter energy. Once again, the energy of blessings. Lots of stuff with that card. Powerful, once again, movement, change-based, all that good stuff. Let's get you 2 more. What do we got for Cancer, please? Now the deck's being specific here. Okay. For any of you that are new here, I only read jumpers, so I only read it if it pops out of my hands. Here we go. Another beautiful card here, Cancer. We got the Knight of Cups. Card that could represent you, my friends. Doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. That's a good energy. Very silky smooth. Let's get one more. All right, we got the 9 of Wands here. And for some reason, the phrase is popping into my head like, is this too good to be true? Okay? Or something like, all right, can I trust it? Is this too good to be true? Like skepticism, like, all right, things seem a little too good or a little too quiet. Let's not go there just yet. But interesting play of energy we got going on here. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes before we get that intuitive juiciness flowing. Now, at first glance, when I look down at this, I feel this is much more positive than anything else to start. Now, when we clarify, that could change the flavor a little bit, but we got the Wheel of Fortune, we got the Knight of Cups. These are smooth, silky, flowing types of energies. But we have the 9 of Wands on the back end. That wall is up for whatever reason. So you might be feeling protective or guarded or skeptical about something. Maybe that's someone you're connected to, but let's go through one by one and start piecing this all together. So position number 1, the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, one of my favorite cards in the whole entire deck. To me, this is a good luck charm. This is like a 4-leaf clover, like luck being on your side or things changing in your favor, whatever it is you might be going through. The Wheel of Fortune, like I said, Jupiter energy, right? That big luck charm, like something, you might get a lucky break of some sort. You might want to play the lotto when this card shows up. Aside from that, the Wheel of Fortune could represent change. This is a big karmic card, so the karmic cycles of life, the journeys we go on, beginnings, endings, but this is like never-ending cycles and change as well, okay? Spiritual, but it is karmic, so to speak. So we really want to clarify it's a powerful energy. It's a universal source-based energy as well. Now moving to the center, another interesting card that could be a cornerstone to this reading, we have the Knight of Cups. Now, as you know, Cancer is a water sign. This could represent other water signs as well, but in my simplistic style of reading, when we clarified, it could tell us something that's coming towards you or what you might be feeling. Aside from that, the Knight of Cups to me, it's about forward movement, forward progress, forward momentum. So similar to that Oracle card that we had, this is creative. This is Prince Charming type of energy as well, silky smooth. This is a card that shows up often in love readings. So very romantic, sensual type of energy, lovey-dovey is what we get with this Knight of Cups. It could just represent your emotional state of being as well. As you know, I don't solely do love readings, but when this guy shows up, there could be romantic things popping up in the spread for you or in the coming days and weeks. So we'll see what that's all about. Now, moving to the very back end of this reading, we have this 9 of Wands. I don't want to say it changes the vibe or like messes up the vibe, but it's totally different than the other energy we have out here. The Wounded Warrior. This is the card of someone that's been through a lot of stuff. They don't want to go through it again. Right? This is someone that has learned a lot of tough lessons. When we see the 9 of Wands, it's someone who is putting a wall up, not letting somebody in completely. This could be skepticism, territorial, protective. So there might be something happening or something you're going through where you're feeling those things. It could represent communication issues as well. So when we have this flow of energy cutting across, then this wall being up, this could be a challenge or a roadblock or an issue of some sort. We want to see what's up here. But the one thing I was feeling, like I said, is we have all this good energy flowing into this wall. You might be skeptical about someone or something, like, all right, is this too good to be true? Like, can this happen? Like, things are going a little too smooth for some reason. Let's dive deeper on all this, Cancer. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, we're going to get a good shuffle here, reset this deck, and see what's going on. What do we got for Cancer, please, my guides? Yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that wheel, see what's going on here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Cancer, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Wheel of Fortune time. What is that wheel here? Thank you. Beautiful. Ace of Wands. So this fiery act, this feels so good right here in the front end, my friends. The Ace of Wands could be some sort of big opportunity, but just like that fiery energy we were picking up right here in the beginning, it's showing up once again. I love when the Ace of Wands shows up because it's something that could really put a flame underneath you. But to me, when I see it, it's like something starting with a spark, starting with a bang, popping out of nowhere. So for some of you, like, business could pick up in some sort of way. There could be some action or big gains coming in. Okay, so whatever area of life you're most focused on, whether it is monetary, you might receive a spark there. If it is romance and romantic things, relationships, you might get a really good swing of good luck, or someone could take some sort of action or make a move. That's what I'm picking up here with this fiery Ace of Wands. It's a card of attraction as well, but we're starting something with a spark. Now, yes, this could represent a new karmic cycle that we have going on here, or karma kicking in a very fast type of way, but I feel like this could be sudden action or sudden pickups in things. So that would be very good for a lot of Cancerians, I'm sure. Like, especially if you've been struggling with certain things or it's taken a while to catch momentum. This is that spark plug action kicking in, which is nice. But let's keep moving over. I feel like I don't really need to overcomplicate this too much. It is what it is. But let's see what's going on. To like sum it all up, it could be either action or change, right? Like brand new, fresh type of change. So let's see what's going on here. The motivation, I've been feeling that fiery motivation since the beginning. And even if that's not, maybe that's someone you're connected to that's feeling that way. So let's see what's up with that Knight of Cups. Okay, that's a little different. We have the Eight of Cups in the upright here. Why am I getting the feeling of like some sort of rejection? Okay, I don't know if you're rejecting someone else or feeling rejected in some sort of way. Because we have this business picking up, we have this action started, and this could be a continuation of that. But intuitively, I'm picking that up. Like either someone feeling rejected, or is it, like I've been picking up since the beginning. Like, is this too good to be true? Like, is this real? When I get the Eight of Cups, it could be someone walking away from something, of course. But when I see it under the Knight of Cups, it's like it's giving me that vibe, like someone or something coming in and they're like, oh, hold your horses. No, 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 no. So this could be some sort of big rejection I'm catching here. Might be something you're feeling. You could be rejecting an emotion or a certain way of feeling. Could be a literal person as well, but that's just the vibe. Like, slow it down here. Like, that's just, I'm getting a huge brake pump for some reason. Because we're starting with a heavy spark here in the beginning. Things looked good. Things looked fine. This under the Knight of Cups is pretty simple and straightforward. Right, there's like a rejection of something. So we're going to go in on that Nine of Wands. I'm not going to overcomplicate this either. Let's see what's up with that Nine of Wands. Then we'll do a recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is that Nine of Wands here? You might be resistant to change as well in this time. All right, I mean, this feels really good to me. We have the Ten of Cups. This reading is such an enigma here this week, Cancer. It really is. The Ten of Cups in the upright underneath this Nine of Wands. Yeah, I'm still picking up that rejection in the middle, but this is someone like trying to protect themselves or protect their goals, protect their happiness, protect their dreams. We're seeing it here with the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Like, no, 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 I'm not letting anybody inside this bubble, right? Like, there's going to be no speed. It's not going to be too fast. Like, I'm very protective of what makes me happy, who and what I care about. Like, this is a huge protective bubble we have going on here. But still, this is happiness in the end. Like, this is something kicking in the end, even though we have this little energy of like rejection of something in the middle. Like, this is complete and total happiness when it shows up in the upright. Now, this card could also represent the family and home and stuff like that. But when I see these cups, it's wish fulfillment, right? This could be somebody holding out for the best possible option as well. Like, no, that doesn't align. That doesn't align with what I'm envisioning, or like there's something off with that. Like, I'm getting this intuitive energy here. This is a very interesting thing, and I want to mention this as well. We have this karmic energy all over the place with the wheel, new. Then we get over here, we have 8, we have 9, we have 10. That's the close of a cycle. So we could be seeing a whole storyboard here, my friends. Let's go through and do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. Take from this what you will, because we're picking up a lot of different things. But position number 1, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Wands. Like I said, this felt like something kicking in quick, coming in hot and heavy. Lots of fast, sudden action or change showing up here. Like something getting off to a very quick start. But when we get to the center, we got this Knight of Cups with the Eight of Cups, and I got this total like roadblock rejection. Like, all right, slow it down. Like, it's complete, whether it is feelings or a person or a situation, there might be something that you are not too keen about in this time when that shows up. Moving to this very back end, we have the Nine of Wands with the Ten of Cups, that complete protective, motherly or fatherly type of feeling. Like, listen, I'm going to protect what I care about. I'm not letting anybody and anything into this bubble that doesn't belong. That's just a huge vibe I'm picking up. So if you're dealing with somebody who is like being protective or putting walls up, they're trying to do it for their own safety in some sort of way, whether it's mental, emotional safety. Like, they think they're protecting something. That's just the vibe I'm picking up. So take from that what you will, Cancer. Definitely a different flavor than recent weeks. Let's get you one shadow card. Take from that what you will, my friends. I'm going to get you one shadow. Let's see what's in the shadows for Cancer. Guides and Spirit Team. What do we got? And I always like to pull one final shadow card at the end of every reading. I think it's a nice thing to do. It's introspective, so whether it's a shadow within oneself or a shadow or something you don't quite see at the moment. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles, new communicator. This could be an earth sign or something linking to childhood when we have this Page of Pentacles here. Could be an earth sign, like I said, but the page is usually a student or a communicator. There could be something or someone that you're not really too keen. Once again, I keep using the word keen. It's not regularly in my vernacular, but there is something like, or someone you're not really too keen on talking to or talking about. Like, it could even be something internal when we have this Page of Pentacles in the shadows. It's an energy of resistance. And I've been picking that up subtly since the very beginning, like with the top row. Then when the whole reading popped out, there is some sort of resistance here. And you might want to look at the root causes of why. Like, you would know what's best for you. But if there is a situation or something you were totally resistant to, or even if it's energetically or spiritually, you need to look at the root causes why. Okay? Or maybe be open to new things as well. But let's not overcomplicate it, Cancer. It is what it is. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the May subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for the month of June, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one explains how you're feeling currently right now. Which one are you vibing with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.